Well, hello there my fine gardening friends, how the devil are you? Welcome to the end of March. I can't remember, it's something like March the 20th, no, it's March the 24th, the day after my wedding anniversary. How can I not forget the date? But I am in the orchard here in my garden. Grandly call it the orchard. It's really 1, 2, 3, I think something like 4 apple trees, 2 pear trees, and a couple of stepover apple trees. Now I'll quickly show you the stepover apple trees. As you can see, they are only a couple of feet high, and they sort of come up, and then they're trained out along a low branch either side, and I'm going to have them about 3 or 4 feet out, and they'll produce apples for me. And so I've got 2 of those, and as you can see, I've got these apple trees that are around 5, 6 years old, I think now, and they're doing really well. One of them died before, which I've replaced, but they're doing really well. And it's getting late in the season, but I better prune them because they're all getting a bit long, and apples on the outside of them will start to sort of pull down the not so strong branches. And this is a really good time, winter, or just, and especially any time in winter is a good time to sort of be pruning your fruit trees. But as long as it's before the sap rises and the trees actually start to produce leaves, etc., buds, then that's a good time. So like I said, I'm a bit late, but really I've got another good month or so before they'll start to bud here in Nova Scotia. So I thought it'd be a good day today to do it. Even though it's a bit windy, it's been chucking it down with rain all night. Hopefully that's stopped now. Give me a chance to do a bit of pruning. So the main thing, the way I want my apple trees to grow, is and I need to stake that because it's leaning over a bit, but that's another thing, is to try and keep an open habit on the inside. So at this time of year, I want to cut away any dead. So that's the first thing to do. Any dead or diseased looking branches. Have we got any looking like that in here? Can't see any off the top of me head, but I want to look for them. Oh, there you go. That's the sort of, that don't look that good there, so I'm going to probably cut that one off. Any branches that are going inwards. So for instance, this one here I think I want to get rid of, because that's sort of going into the sort of open habit bit that I want. Any of these ones here, like this here, get rid of them. Anything like this, probably get rid of this one as well, so that I keep it nice and open on the inside. So anything going inwards you want to get rid of, like that one there, that goes in. Any crossing branches, have I got any obvious crossing branches? That anything that's rubbing against another type of branch. This here, although it's not actually rubbing against it, I reckon there could be the opportunity for it, so I'm probably going to get rid of this one anyway. So anything like that. So what I'm trying to do is, like I said, create the open habit. Dead or dying diseased branches, get rid of them. And I want to shorten it out a bit as well, actually. Oh look, there's a crossing one there, look, as we can see. So I want to get rid of this one here, definitely. But I think I want to shorten these down a bit, just because they're a bit long and languid at the moment, and any actual apples that grow up there will end up pulling it down a bit too much and start to snap things. So I want to do that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So one of the main things you need, or the main thing you need, is a nice sharp pair of secateurs. That's important, and I've got big longer ones to reach up a bit higher. So let's have a little go, shall we? Right, Right, let's have a look at the open habit routine. No, dead or dying first, dead or dying. So, that's that one I said. There, anyway, so I want to cut it down low. Nice sharp cut. Any of these, I don't really want this one here. These here, cut these off. Definitely don't want this one. There's one I don't want. That one there I don't want. That doesn't look very healthy, that one there. Right, so I'm going to carry on doing these, opening it out. Where's that one that was crossing? The obvious one. There's one there. See, that crosser. Get rid of that. This one here, that could end up doing that. See, like these ones that are going in will end up crossing in the end, so we want to keep it nice and open. Right, let me carry on with this and we'll have a look at it afterwards. So there we go. That is my first apple tree pruned. As you can see there, it's looking tidier now, isn't it? And I've cut away most of any of the branches that are sort of inwards facing, and those all the sort of top branches that were a bit sort of wavy and a bit thin, I've cut them back to a more sturdier branch, as you can see, and it's looking generally more sturdy, more tidy, ready for a nice growing season with lots of apples. Now I can't even remember what apple tree that is actually. It's a red apple tree anyway, and they're very nice. So hopefully I shall get lots of flowers, and lots of flowers pollinated, and then lots of fruit, which the sturdier branches will be able to take. So there we go. Let's have a look at the stepover one now, which is a bit easier to get to and prune, etc. So low down on this stepover one, the main thing I want to be doing is let's swap to a better picture actually, is to keep it growing horizontally. Now it wants to grow vertically, doesn't it? And as you can see here, where the last rope is, this one now is going up like that. So I want to be tying that down into there, and I want to get it to grow only to the end there, then I won't let it grow anymore. So then we've got these side shoots which have all started to come up, so I want to cut them back, and these are the spurs that hopefully are going to form the apples along here. So let's cut these back. This is pretty, like I said, it's pretty simple. I'm going to cut it back to the first little buds there. That one there. That one right back. I'm just going to go all the way along, cutting it back so that everything is just one long apple tree, one long spur at the moment. And then what I might do is cut these ones back to like there, so it will start to form little branches coming off like that one, see, and here. So let's cut that to the first bud there. That one I'm going to cut to there, and here and there. Although that could be a tricky. No, that's okay. I'm going to cut it back there and there and all the way along. So there we go. So then I'll have a nice neat step over with lots of buds coming off, and then I'll grow it to the end, and then I won't let that grow anymore. And then what I want is a little constellation of buds starting to form in these little areas here, so that will grow the apples. And there we go. I'll finish off up the end there. So that's it. A nice easy little intro into how I do my apples. Anyway, just trying to keep everything nice and clean, nice and sturdy, and a nice open habit on the inside of the actual trees themselves, so that I think Monty Don from Gardener's World said as long as a pigeon can fly through it, that's how you want it. So that's good enough for me. All the dead and dying sort of branches off, any diseased ones, and then like these step overs, I just want to keep it nice and horizontal, and a few little spurs starting to form around each sort of intersections there. And hopefully I'll have lots of apples this summer. So I better get on with it. Job's a good one.